Well, it's been about a week since I was able to make a stop at the Tucson Gem Mineral Show, and I'm just now able to look at some of the material that I got there. Before me is the rock that I brought back with me from the show. Now I'm mostly interested in rough material so that I can cut it up and cab it myself. And a lot of the show was just absolutely stunning mineral specimens, fossil specimens, really impressive things, better than what you see in most museums. So it was really cool. I want to do it again. But let's take a minute and just show you some of the things I picked up. Some I thought were good prices, others less so. But Let's start here in this upper left-hand corner. I have several nice big chunky pieces of Morocco agate. Has really nice banding in it. Here's one with a red rim around the banding. So this was a really good price. It was only $5 a pound, and I've actually seen it cheaper than that in some mail order places, but then you're paying for postage and you don't get to pick out the ones you want. But I thought that was a really nice specimen right there. Can't wait to get that slabbed up. A lot of slabs will come out of that. Then this one here is going to be a surprise because the skin is entirely covering the whole nodule. Over here they had also some Morocco jasper, and I'm not sure what kind of jasper specifically. It's pretty heavy, it feels almost irony, but that'll be interesting to do that, as well as these other similar pieces here. Then along with the same agate theme, I got some really nice chunks of Ethiopian blue agate, very consistent in coloring, which is what you're after when you want this blue chalcedony or blue agate. There's some banding in some specimens. I'll wet that down and we can look at it. I don't think the banding is actually the preferred condition of this, but still that's going to be pretty. Over here is a piece of pink opal from Australia. This was a pretty good price. This was about $10 a pound. I've never worked this before, so I'm going to give it a try. But nice pink coloring. The Ethiopian blue chalcedony was $10 a pound. Then at a very low $3.50 a pound, I got some yellow opal from Tanzania. There's a lot of fractures in it. I really picked through it to try to find some pieces which hopefully won't be all bad. But you never know. Also from Morocco were some chunks of this type of jasper with some really lacy effects to it. They didn't have a specific name for it. They said it is just jasper from Morocco. So, but I think that'll make some beautiful caps when I get that all cut up. If anyone knows what that is, I'd be happy to hear. From Australia, this piece of what they were calling, if it gets into focus here, lemon chrysoprase. Over here is some Laguna lace agate. Let me get a wet a piece here. You can see here the nice lacing pattern in this. That's going to be a really nice piece. Red was the hardest color to pick out in their lot, but I did find some kind of thin pieces of red, and I'm hoping when it's cut, especially that thicker end, I'll get some nice pieces. This is probably the most expensive piece of rock I bought. Was this almost 2.5, well, it's almost 1 kilogram. And this was a $50 stone of blue opal from Peru. And they had even higher quality than this with much more blue and less matrix, and it was about double the price. So before I committed to working something that I've never done before, I got this piece here. But if that works out good, won't that be nice? Really quite pretty. Then I picked up a piece of malachite. Malachite's a pretty well-known mineral, but I wanted to do some capping on that. Make sure I wear my gloves so I don't poison myself. Just for fun, I picked up one piece of Montana agate. And it's funny because I was looking through the bin trying to find the best piece, and I found a really nice one with a good pattern inside. And someone else was looking in the bin with one of the workers, and the worker, she's asking, well, how do you tell if it's a good one? And the worker described exactly what I had in my hand. I said, see, it looks just like this. And she said, oh, that's pretty, and she kept it. So I don't have that one. But I got this one. Not a lot of patterning inside, but it's solid. I didn't want one with a lot of crystal or druzy in the middle. Here from Tanzania is some chrysoprase that I thought was really nice. A very solid color, you know, somewhat translucent, not a lot of inclusions. $10 a pound. Another little piece that was thrown in from something else I bought. Over here from Mexico, just a couple pieces of red opal in matrix. Now ideally you get red opal with fire. This isn't going to have any. It was pretty cheap. These were just $1 a piece. And I thought it'd just be fun to grind them down and hopefully end up with a little window of red opal. See if we can get that in focus. You can see the red there. If I can end up with that on the surface of my cab, it might turn out kind of nice. Just for fun, I couldn't help a big chunky piece of fluorite. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it, except it's really clear inside. Yeah, maybe I'll just hold on to this and try a giant faceting project someday. But that wasn't very much money, so I bid on it, as in BIT bit. Here is a piece of, they call it rainbow, I'm going to get it in focus here, rainbow opal. And you can see the nice banding in there. This is from Utah, west of Milford. And this was a $9 stone. And I'm going to cut it into two pieces right on that line and work it into two cabs and just see what it turns out to be. Could be nice, or I could totally destroy it. Over here, really I should be buying more slabs, because the slabs are what I'm equipped to deal with. All these other rocks I need to get me still a slab saw to even cut them. But this piece of bird's eye rhyolite from Mexico, I've already drawn out a couple of the caps I want to make out of it. That includes some nice bird's eye. $10 piece. This piece of Marina Jasper from I think it's Australia. You can see the price there, $12. Nice patterning. I would have preferred a little more lighter color rather than the grays for more contrast, but it's what I found and was willing to pay. The rest of these things, well, a lot of the rest are little faceting pieces for the day I do get a faceter. Some very nice clear amethyst. These are very inclusion-free amethysts. Together this lot was $25 because it is so gemmy. You know, one piece of very clear smoky quartz. I don't know if you can see through it, if I can get it behind a light. You see how clear that is? And I actually forget how much that cost. I know it wasn't very much. Over here from, I think this was from Africa, some what they were calling honey citrine. This one here is a more typical color. But this one is that nice, rich honey color. And it's also clear. The outside isn't shiny, so you can't tell that as much. But you can kind of see that honey color. Something that I couldn't afford but was all over the place was Larimer. And this little piece was $16. And I just wanted one little piece to say I worked Larimer. But I'll do my best to turn that into something beautiful. Over here, some little apatite crystals. Very clear, very gemmy. These are only $1 a piece. So it didn't, you know, it wasn't a big expense. Someone had a dollar table, and I picked up this very clear quartz crystal. Here is some golden sunstone or labradorite, and you know, I was able to pick out the highest quality pieces that I could find without annoying people. And very clear pieces, not very much money. So that was fun. Over here you got a piece of, this was on a dollar table, so I just picked up a piece of rose quartz. You know, there's some gemminess to it, but there are also some fractures like you usually get. This here is a very gemmy piece of topaz I picked up. This light makes it look almost white, but really it's a very, oh, it should focus better. A nice clear piece. $15. And the last piece I have here, you know, I made a video of chrysoprase. I really like chrysoprase. And this is called aquaprase. And this was a very gemmy piece, no inclusions, translucent, and this little piece was $18. So that one's kind of special. But that is the haul that I have from my trip of 2020, where I was able to stop in at the Tucson show and enjoy myself immensely. Thanks for watching.